protective styles to grow your hair is beyond just putting your hair in the protective styles and just waking up to see a miracle in length retention. You also have to put into consideration different factors. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about how to use protective styles to grow your hair. Plus, if you know you are interested in hair care videos, tips, routines and many more, make sure to join the family by hitting that lovely subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss another upload. And now without further ado, let's get right into this video. If you've been following me on my journey, you'll find out that protective styles have been key to my hair growth and length retention. Now, so many people still get confused as to why they install protective styles and yet they still don't see length retention. Protective styling, it's not about just putting your hair in a protective style and just neglecting your hair and expect to see length retention. It's called a protective style for a reason. Protective style is not synonymous to hair neglect, and that's where so many people get it wrong. Some of us feel when you are in a protective style you are supposed to neglect your hair. That's not true, guys. Even in a protective style you are still supposed to care for your hair. You are not supposed to neglect your hair even while in a protective style. Protective styles are low manipulation styles. They are just to help you on your hair journey. The results from the protective styles are still going to come from your dedication, your hair care, your routines and your regimen. I made a video exclusively on how your protective styles should be and what you must not do when installing your protective styles. You can check out that video if you are interested. In this video I'm going to be talking about something different from that. Apart from the things I mentioned in those videos, like preparing your hair for a protective style, not making your protective styles too tight, not making your protective styles too tiny, being extra careful when taking down your protective styles, installing a protective style is all beyond that. Just like our hair care routines and regimens are different, our protective styles, routines and regimens are also supposed to be different too, depending on your hair type. Because I might install a protective style in for 8 months and not get tangles of any sort, and you might install a protective style for just 2 months and your hair will get matted at the roots. So guys, it absolutely depends on your hair. Just like I say in my videos, you have to first of all study your hair. So first of all, before installing a protective style, ask yourself, how long can my hair stay in a protective style? If the longest you've been in a protective style is 2 weeks and you want to stretch it longer, you can stretch it to 1 month. Don't say because I usually go on a 3 months challenge, you are going to start going on a 3 months challenge. You have to train your hair. If you eventually want to go on a 3 months protective style, you have to first of all start from your 2 weeks, then you move to 1 month, then maybe 6 weeks, then 8 weeks, till you get to 3 months, and even stretch it further if your hair can take it. Now, the most important part of using protective styles to grow your hair is the takedown process. I cannot stress it enough. If your takedown is a mess, then your whole reason of installing a protective style will be defeated. Because if you take down the protective styles in a hurry, without patience, without thinking of the consequences, you're going to come out with a lot of breakage and you're going to have massive hair loss, especially if it's a long-term protective style. So the takedown process is absolutely key. I also made a video on how I take down my protective styles as well, so you can check that out if you're interested. And another factor you have to consider is the type of protective style. Okay, if you have fine hair, you have no business whatsoever with big box braids, because you're going to have massive hair loss after taking them down, because the stress of the extensions on your hair is too much compared to the quantity of hair. If at all you're going to get big braids when you have fine hair, you are going to make sure that the quantity of extensions is relatively small compared to the quantity of your hair to which it is attached. But if you have fine hair, I would not advise you to go on big box braids. In fact, if you can even do braids with your own hair, even better. You can also put your hair in cornrows and put on wigs, or you can put in a sew-in just like I'm in right now. Using protective styles to grow your hair is beyond just putting your hair in the protective styles and just waking up to see a miracle in length retention. You also have to put into consideration different factors which I mentioned in this video and other factors which I also mentioned in other videos. A summary or breaking it down, how to use protective styles to grow your hair. It starts from before installing the protective style. You have to make sure your hair is properly washed, clean, deep conditioned and all that. Then during the protective style too, you have to make sure they are not too big, they are not too tight. I talked about all this in a different video. Then after the protective style, you have to protect your hair as well, even when in the protective style. For example, when in box braids, you know your hair is kind of exposed, so you still have to be extra careful when handling your hair. Like when going to bed, you still have to sleep on a silk or satin bonnet or a silk or satin pillowcase, because you know your hair is kind of exposed. You can even moisturize and seal your hair while in box braid, although I'll advise you to keep it to a minimum to avoid product buildup. Plus, another factor I would like to consider is that the length of time you're going to leave your protective style in will also depend on how frequent you sweat, on how frequent you work out. If you're the type that works out every day and you sweat a lot, you're going to have to leave your protective styles in for a shorter time, because the sweat can cause buildup on your scalp, which can lead to tangling, matting and hair breakage. So I advise that if you are the type that works out a lot or sweats a lot, cut down on the amount of time you install your protective style. Or if you want to go in for a longer time, then you have to reduce your workout routine or try to be as much as possible in a well ventilated environment. So those are the few tips I have for now. I would like to know what are your challenges so far with your protective style, because I know no matter what I said in this video, I may not have covered all your challenges. So I would like to know what challenge you are facing in your protective style journey and routine. So make sure to leave them down in the comment section down below, your challenges, any questions you might have concerning protective styling, and I'll try as much as possible to help where I can. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much and see you in my next video. Bye.